What is the best advice you've ever received?
If you're gonna take something, like let's say an event, you're gonna do something in your life, go ahead, go full for it, but don't rush through it. Enjoy it. When you take something, take it slow. Don't try to reach the end goal and miss everything in between. Don't remember where I heard it. It's in my head, but I heard it from somewhere. I just can't remember from where.
Choose how you suffer because we're all going to suffer in some way, and the worst kind is the kind you don't want. So the best thing to do is to seek it out and find something that you could bear based on who you are, what you're good at, and carry it with all you got. Oh, my dad told me that. We were talking one day about like because we just had a family member pass, and so we were like kind of deep into it, and I was trying to figure out how to deal with it, and then also trying to understand where I was going to go in life. Then he told me that, and I was like, okay, seek out your suffering. The most present thing right now is me running, and I used to run just to like get it done, and it didn't feel like it was like a chore. But now I understand the point of running is to be with it and to like be as present with it as you can and let your body absorb all the all of the feelings, all of the weight of your body with each step, willingly moving forward instead of like dragging yourself along, you know.
No weed. A lot of people are vaping, smoking, and all that. Bad for your lungs and all that. So if you stop doing weed, then your lungs would be clean. I haven't smoked weed, but I know a couple of people in where I come from that does, and they still do.
I would say like, I mean like keep going. I guess that's like one advice I've received from like just one person. I was doing TikTok and they just told me, you know, keep going, you got it. You know, trying to post as much as I can. You know,
Like never let
That's a good one.
one side to never be a one-sided story. Always see from all ends because you never know what someone else is feeling on the other side.
Have you ever had like an experience?
Oh, totally.
What was that experience like?
Terrible. It was a terrible experience.
Would you?
I mean, but then again, I grew as a person. The worst thing I did in life is, I won't lie, my 4-year relationship that I just got out of was really tough on me. But and no, this wasn't a VR relationship. This was a real life relationship where I built something with somebody for years, and I did a lot of wrong, and she did too. And by the end of it, I saw what I did, and I apologized for it because I knew I was in the wrong. And she couldn't see everything that she did, and I can understand that. She has past traumas that make it harder for her. It doesn't excuse some of the things that she did, but by the end of the day, you got to grow as a person and you got to move on. You can't hold on to everything in life. You might as well just start anew.
Besides God and your family, the most important thing that any person has is time, because you only have a limited amount of time on this earth, and you don't know when your time's going to be up, so you don't know when you're going to die. So whenever you're interacting with people, whenever you're working out or you're watching TV or whatever, that's your time. That's what you value as worth your time. And especially in like relationships, because I had a really bad self-esteem issues and like stuff with like other people. Whenever I talk to people, I always have these like doubts in my head that's like, oh, this person doesn't like me, this person's wasting their time with me or whatever. But you also got to think about it both ways, because if they're spending time with you, they also think that you're worth their time. So whenever you think of it like that, then things become a lot less stressful, and you don't think as much about like, oh, does this person like me, whatever. Because why would you waste your time with somebody that you didn't, think was worth it? Meeting a lot of people on here made me realize, and there's some people that was like really close to me when I started playing VRChat, and I don't talk to those people anymore. It really made me feel like really like little, I guess, in a sense, because I thought these guys were my friends or whatever, and then they just kind of like left me or whatever. So it made me realize I wasn't like quote worth their time, which might sound bad, but it's a big like realization that not everyone holds the same values as you. So you also gotta like think about it both ways whenever you're talking to somebody. Because if you don't look at it like both ways, and you're being really inconsiderate of other people's feelings, treat people how you want to be treated or whatever. Whenever I kind of realized that, a lot of things were a lot smoother, and it's a little hard to explain this in terms of how I feel. Like whenever people like just leave me or whatever, of course I'm like devastated, especially when like we're close to people. But you also gotta realize everyone else is human. Everyone else has different values. Everyone else values different things. Your time, you'll know when to spend your time with somebody. Like, I think this interview was worth it. I think you're a kind of person that's worth it. You seem like a good guy. And there's like a girl I'm talking to. She's really cool. Really crazy though. Really cool. I think she's worth my time, stuff like that. So you just gotta know when to pick your battles. And that's why I think time is really important. It's like you just gotta know when to use it. And you know whenever stuff is worth it.
Don't be afraid of failure, because every failure is a learning opportunity. A lot of people will fear them as something to be shy of, but teaching's good. Something hasn't been told to me directly, but just picked up through a lot of being anxious about failure. I think when I started to tell myself that and be more accepting of it, you'd be more free, do more shit. Starting my business, I make props to someone at Etsy. There's a lot of that of like, what if no one buys it? What if this happens? What if that happens? But what's really the worst that could happen? Just put it out there. No one buys it, then no one bought it when you weren't doing it too. At least you tried. Start in stages. Find something small you can do. If you're so fucking anxious you can't even leave your home, like, go sit on your back porch, find the steps, slow exposure therapy. You don't die. No, the world doesn't end.
Just follow God, really, because God is important. Jesus is important. Without God or Jesus, really, there's nothing in life. God created everything. Without him, you're not really there. God can help everything. Jesus can help everything because he's our Lord and Savior. So that's probably the greatest thing ever. My local pastor, he go to church every day, and I just like talking to him. It's because I felt bad. He told me that I got baptized and stuff, and yeah, I got baptized when I was 17 now. It's just was correct. It kind of made sense in life. Once I started reading, it all kind of started clicking that all this made sense. How the world was created, how everything, how people are, why people do this, why bad things happen, It just all started clocking.
What would some advice be to somebody who's trying to find God in their life?
Go to your local church, trying to find what branch is best: Catholic, Orthodox, Baptist, non-denominational. Go to one, find which is best, and go to a church service. See how it's like, because the best thing you can do.
I was kind of just told, like, fuck around, find out. If you do good, congrats.
The best piece of advice I've gotten, it was from my uncle. He passed shortly after. He gave me this piece of information. Life is like a cube. Was it a cube? Yeah, I think it was a cube. Life is like a cube. All sides lead to the same thing. No matter how many times you go around and around and around, you eventually lead to that same point. It wasn't good advice. I'm just gonna tell you that right now. It wasn't good advice. He was just trying to be a better person. Didn't really turn out good for him. He told me that. But honestly, I tend to just use it like a motivator to it's like a motivator, but you don't listen to it. So it's like having haters and you don't listen to them. They're your motivator. You feel me?
What would the best advice be to somebody who's kind of stuck in a place, like in their life, and kind of needs to hear that?
I just tell them they can't really make it through life if they're just stuck in one place. But if they feel like that they really can't move, I just tell them life is only going to get better if you make decisions. Decisions, right or wrong. Decisions are what pushes us through. Literally, when you got up in the morning, did you decide you wanted to get up, or did you decide you want to stay in bed? Did you decide that you wanted to eat breakfast, or did you decide that you just want to go outside and eat something later on? Decisions. So I just tell them that. You feel me?
Best piece of advice I ever got was from my father. He said, "Don't keep trying until you get it right. Keep trying until you can't get it wrong." It was the whole thing. He was trying to play guitar. Finally, he kept getting the one song right. Then I realized he could only play one song, so he just had to keep going until he couldn't play the song wrong or play any other song wrong. He just had to keep going until he got it.
Well, this is drunk wisdom that my grandfather passed on to me. Somebody that grew up fighting in the Vietnam War, people would really expect him to be pretty angry with both the government and, just his circumstances. He was fortunate enough to come home, and he told me, "You cannot waste a day." I think that's the most important life lesson I was ever told. Whether it be helping people, making them feel better, actually working for them, whether you're just planting a flower or you're just building a fence. The law of equivalent exchange is an actual thing, especially in the South. You can do something for somebody, and they will gladly, and I can assure you of this, here, especially down here, they will gladly recuperate with help equal to or more so than what you help them with. If you can help them, and that's the whole thing. If you can help them, though, then why not?
I love you.